So this video is about the two main manifesting keys because you might have heard so many techniques, so many perspectives of how to manifest the right way because there is no right way. But what does it come down to? What is the actual keys to manifest your dream life effortlessly? In this video, I'm going to tell you what it is, or this live. I'm so excited, and I'm gonna share a little surprise for you, or actually a very big surprise for you in the end of this video. So stay till the end. Um, yeah, it's gonna be so amazing, and yeah, it's a second surprise you can say because, or gift, because you can say this is like really valuable knowledge. I wish I knew years ago when I started to do manifesting. Years ago. And I started to know about this 7 years ago when I was 14 years old or something like that. Yeah, that's 7 years because now I'm 21, almost 22. And I have been just struggling with manifesting for such a long time. And sometimes I manifested what I wanted, and sometimes I didn't. And I was wondering, like, what is it that actually makes us manifest? What is the true key to manifesting? And this is what I'm going to talk about today. So before we get started, I'm just gonna turn off this what is it, fireplace thing because it says a very strange high sound. So let me just take it off. Turn it off. Okay. Very nice. I don't know if you could hear that, but anyway, that was annoying. So yeah. So welcome. If you're new here, guys. If you're new here, it's my name is Nana, and this channel is called Align to Shine, the Kingdom Within, because it's all about within. Manifestation is truly within, and you are the manifestation itself. So there is no outside you need to wait for. That is when it actually happens, is when you realize that you are the proof, that you are the reality, that you are the consciousness. Just like in the Bible, Jesus says, I am that I am, that you are the consciousness. So now I'm going to share the two main keys that I wish I knew years ago. But just before I tell you this, you need to understand that it's never the techniques that manifest your desires. It's never the meditation, the visualization, the affirmations. It's you. These are just permission slips in order for you to embody or know this state, be in this state that you already have within. It's not about fixing your self concept, changing your mindset. That's just a limited perspective of your true power, who you truly are, the wholeness you already are. So know that manifestation is about who you choose to be. And it's not about acting as if, like this pretending. It's acting as God of your reality. You're already making stories up. You're already being, you can say, delusional, if you like to call it that, but I don't like to use that word because it's not delusional. It's really not. It's your reality is who you define yourself to be. It's really who you define yourself to be. Um, and when you shift yourself to another state of being, to another version of yourself, which already you already shift versions of yourself all the time, but maybe there's not such a big difference than the other you experienced. But if you want to manifest, it's about consciously choosing the version of you that you desire that may seem very different, but you already have that. But when you choose that, then you will start to see things differently, and then they will appear differently. Then you will manifest differently. You will manifest what you can say greater things, but there is no such thing as small things and big things. It's all just source. It's all energy. So in that way, there are no obstacles, because only if you say there are, because obstacles are not bigger than other obstacles. Like they all are just source. You are making it reality. It's like you can say it's frozen frames that you are bringing to life because you are consciousness. You are the open power of your reality. Because if you weren't here, if you weren't existing, which is impossible, by the way, because you are, you cannot just not exist. There's no beginning, no end. But then there would be no reality. Then it would be like you can say a robot or something like that. It doesn't even make sense because you cannot describe non-existence because non-existence doesn't exist. Like it's in the word itself. Uh, okay. So now that we know that, it's who you decide you are, who you decide you're claiming to be, which you already have. So that is like, I would say, the you can say the top here. If we make like a little triangle, like the two keys are here to manifesting, then we're going to talk about. But if you don't understand this, the top of the triangle, it's going to be hard to understand these two. But this is the main source, is who you are, a source, and who you choose to be right now in this present moment, not in the future, not thinking of the past, because those are just ideas. They're not something you can travel to in that way. But it's both that they're real and that they're not. It's not either or, it's and. So when you think of the past, yes, it's just as real as this, because you also keep on repeating the so-called past because we believe it's who we are. We choose to be that because we believe that the past is solid, but it's simply just an idea. So anyway, now I'm going to talk more about this today. Maybe, or not maybe, of course, in another video, I will dive deeper into this and even deeper in one-to-one coaching sessions or other programs that I do. So anyway, let's get into the two main keys. So I can see there's someone on. I just cannot see who it is, but you can just write in the comments if you want to. And also you guys watching replay. So we need to understand this first. The first here in the triangle, and then we can go down here to the two main keys. But you are the source. That is the main key, as you can say. So the keys down here of the triangle, or the what you can say, the symptom or the effect of when you have chosen who you want to be now, not in the future, not pretending, but actually just choosing because you know you're the source, you're the consciousness of your reality. There is no other. Then there are these two main things to that comes out of this. And when you're conscious of what it actually is, then I think it's much easier to do it, or not do it, but be it. This is just like an after effect. So I hope this makes sense for you guys. So you can just write in the comments, of course. So the first key that is down here in the triangle, go down here, it is the 4-step formula. And you may have heard about this before from Bashar. He's a very known channeler of a higher dimensional being. So what he talks about is that you need to act from your excitement, from your passion. And when I say passion, it's not only your career passion, it's passion in the present moment. And you can always find something that feels passionate, that you feel passion to do. We can also just call it excitement. That feels more like not limiting to like a thing of passion. So it's about first having the awareness of what it is you're desiring. So having the clear vision or intention, you can also say, what is it that you want? What is it that you desire to express your fulfillment in? And you're already fulfillment in, because you're not getting the fulfillment by this. You're expressing your already fulfillment through this. So write down if you want to. You don't have to. Or see it in your mind. Whatever. It really doesn't matter. Like I said, it's just techniques, permission steps. So have it in your mind what it is you you want to manifest, to experience, and have clarity over that. Like, really, you can see it as clear as possible, but only because we want to embody the state, the version of you who already has it, to shift to that version of yourself. That is why we're getting so clear on it. Not because we think we have to get clear on it in order to manifest it, like that we need to impress the subconscious mind, which there's no such thing as that. It's just an idea. It's not that it's false, it's just an idea. It's not like the whole truth, actually, because there's only one. There's no like subconscious mind that's separated from you. So having a clear vision is the first step. A second step is to act on your highest excitement in the present moment, which could be going for a walk. It could be writing a book if you do that, or make a video, call a friend, make some great food, some healthy food, um, or take a shower, or whatever. Like, really just following the passion in the present moment. And here is also where people might come up with, like, that there can come some struggles or some challenges, because they have limiting beliefs about what they feel excitement for. So they're not going to do it, or they're going to see the excitement as anxiety, or they're gonna, like, through this filter of their limiting belief, or the opposite, that they see the anxiety as excitement, so they can, like, not actually see clearly. And this is also what I help people with, is to have clarity on what it is they actually feel truly passionate about, and to let go of these limiting beliefs, and see how it no longer serves them. Because when we get to the core of the limiting beliefs, then it just disappears. Then it just vanishes, because it doesn't make sense, negative beliefs, when you get to the core of it. But anyway, so let's get quickly through this. So it's not gonna be so many hours. I could talk hours about this. So first step, clear vision, intention. Second step, acting on your highest excitement. Third step, staying in a positive state. And oh, sorry, actually, that's the last step. I was also just wait. What's the fourth step? Then no, the third step is to let go. It's to let go of insistence, because insistence is resistance. So insisting on that it should be this, it should happen this way, it should happen at this point, it should happen like this, it should look like this. So letting go of the when, the how, and what you're actually visualizing, that it should be this. It's all about the state, it's all about who you choose to be. It could be so much better than you ever can imagine. And maybe it is exactly what you're imagining that will happen, but you don't know if that is, like, for your highest good, if that is uh, the best case scenario. That's just what your physical mind can imagine. You don't know what it is, but God or higher self knows that. So letting go of the insistence, which is resistance, so that will make it manifest much more effortlessly. But again, it's not about waiting for the outside to manifest, because it's just you. So it's already manifested, because you are the manifestation, you are the reality. So that's the third step. The fourth step is to stay in a positive state. And by that, I don't mean to stay in a high vibration, to be happy 24/7, because that is impossible as a human being with emotions. It's not about feeling happy all the time. Emotions come and go. But choosing, you can always stay committed to what you're choosing. What you're choosing, that is your reality or not. So you can still feel happy, or you can still feel sad, um, and choose that that's not, like, your reality, or that doesn't determine your reality. So that also, in a way, takes away the law of attraction. Not that it's fake or false that thoughts manifest reality. It's just not as it seems. It's just not the actual thoughts that are manifesting. It's you that are choosing that and believing that it's manifesting your reality. You are believing that. You are believing that. So it's your source believing that. But it doesn't have to be that way, because then we feel limited that we need to think positive or we need to feel positive feelings in order to manifest it. So stay in a positive state. That means to choose that it can benefit you no matter what happens. No matter, I really mean you guys, no matter what happens, you stay in a positive state. You can see that it benefits you. You or you can even say that that's just not my reality. Be neutral about it. It really doesn't matter if you're neutral or in a positive way, because the neutral is actually also slightly positive, because you're like saying that that doesn't define who I am, that doesn't define my reality if it's something you don't prefer. Or you can see and be creative. There are infinite amount of ways to see how that can benefit you. So that is the 4-step formula: intention, acting on your highest excitement, letting go of insistence and resistance, staying in a positive state. That is the 4-step formula. So simple, so powerful, and that is simply it. Like, that works every single time. If you follow these 4 steps, it will work, and it will happen for your highest good in the most fastest way possible. But like I said, there is no such thing as time and space. It's just an experience. It's a real experience, but it's not as it seems. It's not that when you experience it physically in this time space reality, that is when you manifested it. It's when you decided it. It's when you have shifted to that version of yourself who are that, and then just experiencing that reflection of you unfolding in the physical uh, time and space reality. But that's just an experience of who you are already as the reality. So when you understand this, there is no waiting, there is no hoping or wishing, there's just embodying and knowing and letting go of how and when, because you know that it's just about who you choose to be. And yes, you can expect that it happens at some point because you know you're the source, but you're not dependent on when it does, or that it should show on the outside, because you already know who you are. So that is the second key, choosing who you are. And I really see it connected to each other. Like the first key I said, it's actually, you can say it's 3 keys, um but it's like it's very much connected. It's just explained in different ways, and it's really great permission slips in order for you to be your highest self. Because passion, excitement is a frequency, we can say, from your highest self or God, guiding you on your path to your highest timeline, you can also say, what we call timeline, or your highest reality. So following that is just through the frequency we call passion, is that which guides you for your best from your highest self that you already are connected to and are. So now we have who you're choosing to be, the 4-step formula of acting as the God you are, acting as the divine you are, we can also say, but it really doesn't matter what word we use. It's always the same, but some people just get a little triggered when you say God, because then you think of the biblical meaning of God, that it's like you are the only God, like that people are like lower than you, or you should be worshipped, or uh yeah, that you should be worshipped. But it's not about worshiping in any way. It's just about realizing your power, and it's actually like very, how can you say, empowering. Or it's like, it's not from this ego place, like, oh, I'm God, I'm better than all of you. No, it's like we are all divine, we are all equal, we are all love, we can also say. Okay, so let's get to the last key of manifesting, or these are very much connected of all these. So I recommend you to rewatch this if you feel like it's a lot to take, but it's not. It's very simple. These are just great permission slips I use so to truly manifest the most effortless way possible. Um, yeah, so then second or third key, we can also say, of the triangle, we have who you choose to be as the source, acting as God, and then we have safety. Safety. So safety always wins. And if you don't feel safe with your desire, if you see that you getting love by manifesting your specific person or manifesting a soulmate, whatever, then you are not going to manifest it because you don't feel safe with it in this way. Because if you see it as, oh, I'm getting my specific person, I'm getting my specific person, I'm getting my soulmate, then I'm feeling whole, then I'm feeling love. But then you also are afraid that they might leave, they might reject you, and then you will lose the love, then you will lose the fulfillment or the wholeness. Then you will lose that. But when you realize that this love you feel with this person, or whatever, it could also be money, like you feel the freedom, security, that all the security, love, freedom, wholeness, fulfillment is already within you. That's just a reflection. You can never feel love, you can never feel freedom or fulfillment or wholeness if you didn't already have it within yourself. You're just limiting yourself that it should only be to this person, only be to money. That that is only when you allow yourself to be that version of yourself that already has it. So it's simply a version within yourself you're choosing to be when you're together with that person or when you have that money. But you can choose that right now, right here. That is your true power. Because you are source, you are reality. You're not a part of source. You're not a little part in this universe. You are the universe. And yes, people are real in your reality, but it's just not as it seems. We are all one because we all exist. It just is. So when you understand that it's not about manifesting it to feel safe, to feel loved, that you already are it, that is when it manifests. Because you realize that you are what it is you're desiring. Like literally, it's not just that cliche, nice idea. It's it's the truth of who you are and have always been. You've always been love. You just have limited in your limiting beliefs to limit it to this. And then you feel struggle to manifest it. Of course you do. If you limit that source love energy to only one person or to only money or to only traveling or whatever it is you're desiring. That is just a desire to express your already fulfillment in different ways. But it's not the fulfillment itself. You are it. You're just choosing ways to express that fulfillment in. But you don't need to wait to express that fulfillment already. Expressing it is just to allow yourself to be that version of yourself, to be that now, because you know you are source, you know you are the reality. And this is just a time space reality. And when you're choosing it now, it's instant. So that is the three triangle keys. You as source, acting as God, and understanding that safety, security, and love is already within yourself. When these three insights or 3 points, I would say, are understood or integrated, are activated, whatever you might call it, then everything becomes so effortless. And there is no waiting, there is no feeling like you need to perform, there is no feeling like you need something from the outside, which there's no such thing as an outside. It can be a real experience, but it's just a reflection of your state of consciousness, who you choose to be. So that is the keys to manifesting. And the main key of this, the main thing of this that you need to understand is simply just to choose who you want to be. Then everything just comes effortlessly. But just these 2 points I made in the triangle just made it all complete. When I understood this, then I could manifest so much more effortlessly. And it was not about hoping or wishing anymore, or struggling or trying to manifest through a million different techniques. And also, my clients had big breakthroughs after this. Like, really just started actually laughing because they could see, like, oh my God, what have I been doing like for such a long time? Um, Trying to manifest or trying to heal more and all these things, and not realizing that it's actually always been there, the fulfillment, the manifestation. Yeah. So this is big, you guys. This is powerful. You are powerful. You're not just powerful, you are power. You're not just part of the power, you are the power. So this is a the big one of the, or actually the biggest download I've ever had about manifestation, because I've made tons of videos about manifestation that really has helped a lot of people I've heard, and also of course myself. But this just, I felt like, was the missing piece to everything, was to realize these 3 points, that is also 1 point just from 3 different perspectives, you can say. But it's just these that I really feel like really have shifted everything completely, my perception of manifestation. All right, so now I'll get to the big surprise for you guys. Now that you know this, you know that you are choosing all the time. You are the source, you're not a part of source, you are the source. And that it's not about trying or wishing or hoping. Then I want to give you a gift of a really, really big discount. Like, I never do this. It's crazy discount on a program which is called Soul to Source. So in this program, Soul to Source, we're going to dive deeper into these 3 main keys together. It's going to be so powerful. It already is, like right now. um so we will understand it deeper together, or more remember it deeper together, I would more like to call it. And you will get personal guidance from me as well. It's not just another technique, it's embodying your inner knowing, remembering who you are as source. As source. So this is a crazy discount of 55. I like the number 55. So that is why I didn't choose 50, but actually 55% off on my program Soul to Source, only in this Black Week. So if you want to join, it's now, and it's with the code GO11, the promo code GO11, like big G and O, and then 11. Yeah, so it's crazy. I will never do that again with so big discount, but I just feel like now I actually want to give that. And I really feel like it's a perfect timing, because I really, really myself have shifted a lot things lately, the past few months, also years, but these past few months has just been like really yeah, shifting. That's the limiting word I feel for even expressing it, telling you guys what happened. Yeah, so if I look down, it's just my tablet I'm looking at. And what you will get out of it is 5 lives or group Zoom calls, if we feel called to. So either 5 lives or Zoom calls, and replays of each powerful module. You can ask me any question or get personal guidance in the live or group call, or write us a post in the Facebook group if needed. I will make a Facebook group only for those who join, of course. Um, And the modules we will cover, the 5 modules, is module 1, identifying and removing resistance to manifesting your desires more effortlessly, of course. Um, and module 2 is to shifting your perspective of the past to also manifest more effortlessly. Because sometimes, like I said in the start, we can see manifestation, or sorry, not, no, the past as solid, which is not solid. And therefore, it's a great permission slip to shift your past, to shift perspective of the past to manifest more effortlessly. And it's not only about revisioning the past, but actually seeing what you remember now differently. So I'm going to guide you in that, of course, in that module of how to do that. Module 3, how to handle triggers and stay in the wish fulfilled. That is something I've struggled for in years of trying to not feel triggered, or that I'm not staying in my wish fulfilled, believing in the outside, outside, outside world, and yeah, really experiencing the opposite happening. So how to handle triggers and stay in the wish fulfilled is module 3. Module 4, integration and centering in your true power as the source. Um, and like to truly integrate it, to truly know it, have this inner knowing as the God or the source you already are of your reality. Um, so I feel like that's a very important step of the time space illusion process, is to integrate this, because it's not that we need this process of integrating and all these grounding and all these things. It's just for the, I would more say the physical mind or the physical personality to have this time to integrate it. But it's just a permission slip again, something we do to allow ourselves to feel something or to know something, the inner knowing that we already have. Then module 5 is in-depth Q&A and celebration. So you can ask me any questions there. Going to be more in depth, intense, and of course celebrate each other. I'm looking so much forward to work with you if you have chosen to go with me in the Soul to Source program. And I will just link the promo code in the comments. I mean, of the 55% you can get off, and also a link to my website. And you can also, if you have any questions about the program or anything else, like about my programs, I also have other programs as well. You can go to my Instagram, Align to Shine, which I also will write in the comments, just if you don't know how to write that. And also I had 35% off my one-to-one coaching program, the Phoenix program. Or it's like a effortless alignment blueprint, I also like to call it, that one-to-one coaching program. And that is 35% off with in this Black Week only. So 55% off with the Soul to Source and group program, and 35% off the one-to-one coaching program, which I think I will never do again. So it's a big opportunity you have for that now. If you feel called, you don't need me in order to take this power back, in order to manifest effortlessly. This is also just a permission slip. But if you feel called, then definitely you should do that. Just like I said, following your passion, your excitement, if that feels like an exciting thing for you to do. Yeah, so I will just write it in the comments. I will try to send it over my tablet here while watching myself in the live. If I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. Oh yeah, I can watch myself. Oh gosh, so fun. Yeah. So here is the everything you need to know. Um, we- okay, so I could not send it all about the Instagram, but I think you can go to the link. Yeah, you can click on the link. It really looks like that. Um, yeah, so that is the link to the Soul to Source program. Um, but if you want the one-to-one coaching program with 35% off, you just go to the Phoenix program, not the Phoenix Club, but the Phoenix program. On that website I just sent you. Just go to other products. Yeah. Um, so I will also just send my Instagram. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you, I can see some people are here in the end. If you guys didn't watch from the start, then I definitely would recommend you to do that and to like and peace and subscribe this on this channel for more like this, like manifesting keys of truly manifesting through fulfillment as fulfillment and to not try to fix anything. It's not about fixing, not about trying. It's about shifting your awareness to what is already there within yourself of that version of yourself. It's not about fixing your self concept that so many people say. And yes, there is some truth in that in a way, but it's just a limiting perspective of your already wholeness as source. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, how you have experienced these wonderful insights. And then I just sent you a lot of unconditional love wherever you are in your journey right now. I did not just see you next time.